Again, thank you everyone for joining today. My name is Luke Rowan. I'm the head of sales for the West Coast of the US. And I'm also joined by Chris Bish, who is a part of our learning team based out of the UK. So we're very excited to be here today, and we're going to be sharing some brand new features that we have around data-driven authoring. So for those of you that are new to the platform, you can go ahead and register for a free 30-day trial account. And right now you will be able to go in and access all of the features that we're discussing today, as well as many of our other great features for authoring and microlearning as well. So as many of you who know the platform well, this is not our first play in terms of introducing machine learning and data into our authoring features. Currently, we do have a feature also called language translation, which allows you to translate any of your courseware that's been authored in English to more than 100 languages just with a few clicks. And today's topic is our next step in terms of using data for the advancement of content authoring. So unlike any other learning platform, EdUp is quite unique. We connect our community of authors with the aim to raise the level of authoring across the board. Each day we're seeing 35,000 lessons completed on the platform, and we have thousands of authors creating content. So as you can imagine, with this data, there are some fantastic possibilities to be able to optimize and provide data-driven suggestions for your authoring. So what is data-driven authoring? Basically, we're taking insights from both our authors and our learners, and from this, we can begin to discover what is the optimal composition of slides and content within a lesson. So features that we're going to be talking about today include, firstly, our lesson count feature. So this will allow you to navigate the template library and see the templates that other authors are using, and therefore which templates they regard as highly valuable for their learning. Secondly, our favorite counts feature, which you can also find in the template library, will allow you to see what our power authors are favoring, and hence it's a further indication of what templates are regarded as highly valuable. Please note that with the favorites, as the feature was just released, the numbers of favorites are currently low. However, as we see over time, these will increase. Thirdly, the activity feature is a fantastic one. It, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen here, it provides an activity feed of templates used in real time. And this offers powerful suggestions of different templates for different use cases. As you can imagine, with these features now in play, even the more inexperienced authors can begin creating content with ease. So where do we go from here? As I suggested earlier, the data-driven features that we've just discussed are just the first step in using data to optimize authoring. So the next iteration that we have on the roadmap is called lesson sequencing. And lesson sequencing will use the data that we have on hand to dynamically suggest better sequences of slides. So if we look at the example on screen, this might mean that if as an author you select a knowledge transfer slide, then we can provide appropriate suggestions for the following slides. And that might be firstly a reinforcement slide following the knowledge transfer, and then perhaps an interaction slide. It's worth noting that to compute these suggestions, we're looking at three key metrics. So firstly, completion results, and then secondly, scoring. And those of you that are familiar with our analytics, you can see that we capture a wealth of data around these two metrics. The third metric that we'll use to compute lesson sequencing will come from knowledge retention. And we have a fantastic feature called Brain Boost that gives us this data over time. As you can imagine, this is a really powerful move to show an author how to create a really successful lesson. And then looking further ahead, we can start splitting this data into dynamic suggestions by vertical. So now I'll hand over to Chris Bish, who's going to provide you with a live demo of these features in action.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris and I am an instructional designer on the learning team here at Ed in London. And today I'm really excited to be able to take you through all of the new features we have with our template picker and go through the kind of big impacts that the data can have on your authoring. So here I am in a lesson at the moment. What I'm just going to do is click Add New Slide in the bottom right, which some of you will be familiar with. And then here is the brand new template picker, including all of the data that Luke was talking about. So obviously, compared to our previous one, you can see there's a new color scheme. And on the left-hand side, we have our categories now. But the really big exciting thing I wanted to draw your attention to is every single template we have in this library now has a number at the bottom of it that tells you how many times it has been used worldwide. So what does this mean for you as an author? This means that you can see this number and see it's an extremely popular template. So then this data is obviously going to give you the indication that this specific template, let's say, if I just scroll down here, something like an image gallery being used over 100,000 times. So you're going to see this, this piece of information and you're able to incorporate it into your lessons to help increase your completion rates and the knowledge retention of your learners. Then we also, like I said, we have the data, and then we have now like a favorite section. This not only increases the speed of your authoring, you're able to click it like so, and then it will favorite it. And then as you can see here, we put into my favorite section. But not only that, but you can see that the really heavy users of this authoring tool are going to be favoriting various templates. And then you can see the number of times it's been favorited as well. So not just used, but then also favorited. So then you're going to see this number and think to yourself, maybe this is a template I should start using, clearly as it is having a big impact within their corporation, and they're understanding how to use these templates to increase the, like I said, increase the retention, increase their completion rate. People are becoming more engaged using these types of templates. So we also have added a search function, increasing your speed greatly in terms of authoring as well, and helping you find the templates that you really want to use. And then on the right-hand side as well, we have template activity. So this is a live feed of templates that are being used all around the world by various authors. And what we're doing here is we're creating like a community of authors. So then you're able to all effectively bounce off each other and understanding what's being used a lot, what's been used recently. And then this is using the data that we've provided to you to be able to create even better lessons than you had previously had the option for in the past. So as you can see, really, really nice features. Not only does having this data allow experienced authors to be able to create really, really exciting and engaging lessons using this data, but then also it guides junior members of the team, for example. So if you have a junior employee that is taking care of some authoring for you in your company, they are able to use this data to help guide them to create these amazing lessons and understand, what is working for other authors around the world. And this is just obviously the first step in terms of creating these data-driven lessons. Obviously, we mentioned earlier, bringing in like template suggestions and what templates work together. That's something that's really, really exciting. And hopefully in the future, we'll be able to go through that even in more detail. But as you can see now, we have such like a wealth of information already in the tool that is there today. So then you're able to use all this data and really, really increase those completion rates around the business. So I hope you can see obviously the clear benefits that this information will be able to give you. It's really exciting to be able to, just take you through. It's a very, very nice layout, really simple, makes authoring extremely easy, like I said, for junior team members as well. And what I'm going to do now is pass it back to Luke, who can look at some questions, round off the webinar. But it really is an exciting time to be able to author with Ed.
Thanks for that, Chris. Just wait for you to bring up the screen. So as we suggested today, we're super excited about the features that we've just released. And from here, they're only going to get more sophisticated, which is exciting times to come in terms of really supporting authors to use our dynamic template library. I don't see any questions from the panel, so we can round the webinar up here. For anyone that would like to reach out for a one-to-one demonstration, you can see on screen various contacts in different markets. So for anyone that's in the US, feel free to drop me an email and we can have a chat about the solutions required for your business. Again, for those of you that are brand new to the platform, please head to the website and sign up for a free trial. And there you can get really hands-on with the features that we've discussed today. Thank you very much for joining, and we look forward to bringing you the next webinar in a couple of weeks. Thanks a lot.